Thank you for being here today as we recognize members of the North Dakota National Guard, their families, and volunteers. The verb volunteer was first recorded in 1755 from the noun volunteer, or one who offers themselves for military service. The word volunteering has a more recent usage, still predominantly military, coinciding with the word community service. The North Dakota National Guard has a long tradition of using volunteers. It is defined as choosing to act in recognition of a need with an attitude of social responsibility and without concern for monetary profit, going beyond one's basic obligations. Each year, the North Dakota National Guard recognizes volunteers that go above and beyond. Today, we recognize several families and volunteers that have gone above and beyond to improve the quality of life for other service members and families, as well as the communities they reside in. The National Guard Family of the Year Award is presented to one Army National Guard and one Air National Guard family that has shown outstanding and exceptional service to the family program in their community. The 2012 Army National Guard Family of the Year is Sergeant First Class Crystal Amundsen and her husband, Senior Master Sergeant Shane Amundsen, and their children Destiny, Charity, and Asher. Crystal and Shane were nominated by the 231st Brigade Support Battalion. I'd like to share with you a little bit of why they were nominated. Shane is the 191st Military Police Company Family Readiness Group Treasurer. The 191st Military Police Company enjoys a revitalized FRG because of Shane. He has diligently worked for the past 3 years to incorporate the FRG into the company. Shane assisted in producing the most successful family event at the 191st Military Police Company's annual dining out in December of 2012. Crystal and Shane are active in their community. Shane is the president of Riley's Acres Planning and Zoning Committee, a volunteer position that shapes the current and future growth of the city they reside in. They volunteer at their church, Hope Lutheran, teaching 8th grade confirmation, leading small group Bible studies, ushering, assisting in the financial and raw resource needs of Central African Republic, the United Churches of the Homeless, the Salvation Army's Red Kettle Drive, and the Community of Hope organization. The 2012 Air National Guard Family of the Year is Major Mike Mallory and his wife Emily and their children Mikey and Julian. They were nominated by Master Sergeant Kathleen Shasky, First Sergeant for the 119th Wing Operations Support Squadron. Emily is an active volunteer with the Airmen and Family Readiness Program. She has assisted with the Wing's Family Day activities, ensuring the event is successful. She has also shown strong leadership skills with her ability and enthusiasm in bringing Wing families together. Her organizational skills have contributed to a well-run Family Day event which supports over 1,100 airmen and their families. Emily has also taken on the role as key spouse for the entire 119th Operations Group. Her enthusiasm is contagious to everyone she is around. While she has been the key spouse, she has strongly emphasized the importance of family involvement and connection here within the operations group. Both Mike and Emily are also active in the community. Mike is an active member of his church and is also the head coach of a Fargo Flames soccer club. Emily is also a soccer coach, Cub Scout den leader, and past president of the Moms Club of Fargo, a support group for stay-at-home moms. The Extra Mile Award is presented to one National Guard retiree who distinguished themselves with outstanding and exceptional service to the family program by continuing to serve the National Guard through their volunteer efforts. This year's Extra Mile Award recipient is Chief Master Sergeant Retired Jack Tegans of the 119th Wing. Jack was nominated by Chief Warrant Officer Retired Don Bagleen. In nomination, Don wrote, "Since 2005, Jack has kept many Air National Guard retirees involved and informed about retiree pay and benefits, retiree get-togethers, and upcoming events. Jack's current communication helps ensure that over 450 Air National Guard retirees are informed about things that impact them." The Youth Volunteer Award is presented to one National Guard military youth who exhibits exemplary commitment to and support of the National Guard Family Program and the National Guard Child and Youth Program. This year's recipient of the Youth Volunteer Award is Elizabeth Sumsdahl. Elizabeth is an active member of the Fargo Military Youth Council and has volunteered for the Ronald McDonald House and Operation Military Kids, helping other military children stay connected with their deployed parents or loved ones. At this time, I'd like to recognize members of the Company B Family Readiness Group for their continued support and dedication to Company B 231st Brigade Support Battalion with an Adjutant General's coin. Delane Gehring. For outstanding support to Bravo Company 231st Brigade Support Battalion Battalion Family Readiness Group while serving as the Unit Family Readiness Group Treasurer. Deline continues to go above and beyond and was instrumental in the organization and successful execution of several key events for the unit's FRG to include the unit Christmas celebration, Bravo Company family picnic, charter fundraising, as well as working the Ross event. Deline's dedication to Bravo Company, the soldiers, and their families says a lot about her tremendous heart, her willingness to volunteer, and her dedication to service. We couldn't have been successful without you. Lori Salazar. For outstanding support to Bravo Company 231st BSB Family Readiness Group while serving as the Unit Family Readiness Group lead volunteer. Lori continues to go above and beyond and was instrumental in the organization and successful execution of several key events for the unit's FRG to include the unit Christmas celebration, Bravo Company family picnic, and charter fundraising. Lori's dedication to Bravo Company, the soldier, and their family says a lot about her tremendous heart, her willingness to volunteer, and her dedication to service. We couldn't have been successful without you.
I'm glad to see that everybody is wide awake and ready to go for a Sunday morning drill. It amazed me when I walked in there. I looked up above, and obviously we have standing room only, and here stands Colonel Soberg. He made it up this morning. Glad to I saw him late yesterday, and he was still in Bismarck, and wasn't sure if he was going to make it down or not. I'm glad to see we have so many photographers. I expect each of you to turn in your best shot so I can judge between the four of you to see who's best. Can we do that? Of course, I kind of have an inkling who's got the most experience. This is really a special day. You know, unfortunately, we weren't able to have our family volunteer workshop this year just because of sequestration and everything else. And when it turned out that both families of the year were from Fargo, we thought this would be a perfect opportunity to bring everyone together. So I appreciate all of you being here this morning to recognize the families and volunteers that do so much to support us as men and women in the North Dakota National Guard, as soldiers and airmen, so allowing us to carry out our job. We've been a nation at war now for nearly 12 years. And during that 12-year period, we have had more than 6,300 deployments of soldiers and airmen, and we have had more than 6,300 deployments of family members serving their nation. I've always said, and I know everyone here has heard this time and time again, when our soldiers and our airmen deploy, it's the family back home that has the tougher job. And it's because of the family volunteers, the people we recognize today, the Amundsons, the Mellorays. It's because of the volunteers that do such a good job of taking care of one another. It makes my job easier. And I know that our soldiers and our airmen don't have to worry about what's going on back home because they're well taken care of because of the volunteers and because of the staff that we have. So it's always a great pleasure and an honor for me to be able to recognize families of the year, volunteers of the year, to recognize those people that allow us to do what we do when called upon, whether it's to serve our nation overseas or to serve our state right here at home. The fact is, the strength of our military is the National Guard. The strength of the National Guard are the soldiers and the airmen, and the strength of our soldiers and airmen are the family members that serve our nation so well, side by side with all of us in uniform. So it's great to have the opportunity to be with you this morning, to recognize the outstanding families that we have, and I hope that next year we can have our volunteer workshop once again, bring everybody together. But today it's a real honor for me to be able to be here and to thank you and congratulate all of you that support me in doing what my number one job is, and that's taking care of our soldiers, our airmen, and families.
Well, I have been a member of the National Guard family for these many years. I always have to think about how many years we've been married, and then I know how many years Dave's been in the National Guard. So if we're going on 42, then he's going on 41. I wonder if I could have the children of airmen and soldiers come up for a minute. Can I have the children up here? Kids, however old you are. Oh yes, come here, come here. And where's our little shy guy? Is he? Okay. I'm gonna have you stand in for your younger brother then, okay? All right. You come up here with all these fine people. Now, let's see. Let's do names starting with Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
And how many years have you been in the National Guard? See? We'll come back to that.
Destiny and Asher.
And Asher. How old's Asher?
1.
Charity, Victoria, Michael.
All right. These are the people who have not signed on the dotted line, who have not raised their hand and been sworn in as members of the North Dakota National Guard, but they serve. And I don't think we pause enough to recognize the sacrifice that these children of airmen and soldiers make, but they do serve, and they serve very well. And you may be surprised to know that you're a member of the Guard because you're not wearing a uniform and you didn't get sworn in. But the way you support your mom or dad, or in some cases both, in the National Guard, you do serve. You take care of business that's critically important, and that's family business. So if you want to know who my heroes are, pound for pound, these people serve at least as well, if not better, than their parents in the National Guard. So thank you for your service. Yeah. Let's go back. We'll turn it over to Dave.
Thank you. And before I turn it back to Major Whitrock, I just want to mention also that we recognize Jack Tegans for the great job that he does supporting our retiree community. As you heard, there are nearly 500 airmen and soldiers on his list, and I know because I'm on his list. And interestingly, there are occasions when I get information from him via email before it comes to me from my staff. So I'm not sure what your source of information is, but I appreciate truly what you do, supporting the North Dakota National Guard, taking care of our soldiers, our airmen, retirees, and families as well. So with that, thank you for being here for this portion of the program. We have another special event, and I'll turn it back over to Major Whitrock.
At this time, we will recognize the Army National Guard Best Warrior. Sergeant Stephen Troutman, please come forward and present yourself to Major General Sprincenatic. Sergeant Stephen Troutman is awarded the North Dakota Best Warrior in the soldier category. Last September, Sergeant Troutman competed against 8 other soldiers from across the state of North Dakota in the state's Best Warrior competition. Events included a formal board, written test, land navigation, weapons qualification, and other tests of soldier skills and knowledge. As North Dakota's representative, Sergeant Troutman will compete in the 2013 Region 6 Best Warrior competition. This event will be conducted 13 through 17 May 2013 at Camp Withcomb, Clackamas, Oregon. Region 6 states include Idaho, Oregon, Alaska, Washington, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Sergeant Troutman is receiving a Minuteman statue, a desk flag set, and a certificate of recognition from the American Legion, which reads, "In recognition and commendation of the inspiring example set forth, displayed those high qualities of good character and citizenship, and through his continued achievements, this certificate is hereby extended." Signed by Dave Rice, Department Commander.